So if you're like me and you're deep on tech, TikTok, like every fifth video you watch is about AI. Now, the recent AI developments have been insane, but the problem is people gatekeep them. Sometimes you need to pay, sometimes you need to know how to code. And then all the different apps, whether you want to write text, generate images, generate code, they're all spread out in a bunch of different places. So if you want to mess around with AI yourself, you want access to all the different types in one place for free, here's how to do it. So the website is called u.com, literally u.com. They also have an app. That's where I'm going to show you how this all works. So this is the U app, and basically what they do is collect all the different types of AI and give you access to them in one place. So if you go down to the bottom here, you could open up their main window, and this is like the regular chat text generation AI you usually see. So I could say something like, write me a haiku about smart home, and you'll see there, you send it, and you have access to AI. A smart home I love, a place of convenience and ease, life made easier. Beautiful, best poem I've ever read. But you could also do AI image generation. Again, they bring it all in one place so it's easy to use. So show me a generated image of a modern smart home. I could type that in, and again, it'll show me a fully custom AI generated image for a smart home. Use AI image generation here. We'll click that, it'll take a second. Bam. Again, all the different features of AI, text generation, image generation, all in one place. There's our AI generated smart home. Looks pretty nice. And you have access to a whole bunch of different things. Again, you have the writing AIs, you have the coding AIs, the image AIs. It's just one central place for you to dabble in all of these without having to jump between all these different apps and have all this knowledge. It's pretty sick. Now, that's super sick. If you want to mess around with it, check them out in my bio. Again, they have an app, or you can just go to u.com. But believe it or not, that's not even this company's biggest selling feature. They're a full-fledged web browser that's AI powered. The web browser is very similar to Google or whatever else you're used to, except it helps enrich your results through AI. It kind of learns over time about your preferences, and it's also combined with the AI chatbot, so you can ask the chatbot about contextual stuff on the page. It's just really cool, and it's super seamless to use like any other web browser. Anyway, if you want to mess around with AI, if you want to generate text, if you want to generate images, if you want to have a chatbot, if you want to generate code, u.com is the easiest, most accessible place to do it, and it's free. Check them out in my bio. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of ya. Hey, it's me, the smart home TikTok guy, and there are two big pieces of smart home news that just happened that I want to share with you guys. But first, let me tell you a little bit about where I've been. So in short, I really haven't been anywhere. I've been really busy with work. I work a regular 9 to 5. I've been settling in with the new home, building my office, which I'll show you a little teaser of here. It's turning out really cool, and I can't wait to show you guys it all. But yeah, I've just been busy, taking some time to myself, spent a lot of time working on the smart home, spent a lot of time working on everything else, and I have so much cool content to show you guys, and I'm so excited to get back posting. And I am back posting, don't worry, I'm here. Thank you for everybody that checked in on me. Now let me go over some news with you guys, because some stuff's happening. So the first big news drop is about Matter. I explained what Matter is in one of my last videos. This one right here, go watch it if you don't know what Matter is. It'll give this whole thing a lot of context. So Belkin and WeMo, one of the biggest smart home device producers out there, officially announced they're going to be dropping Matter and Thread support from all their product line. So this is a really big deal for Matter and what it's trying to achieve, which is all of smart home devices globally supported under one system. They haven't officially announced why they did this, but it's pretty well speculated on. And that's if you're building all of these devices for one big ecosystem, you're restricted to only using the features that that ecosystem supports. It basically makes it so brands can't develop anything innovative because they can only develop things that are supported in the ecosystem, and it doesn't allow them to differentiate themselves from their competitors. It basically is bad for business. And while in theory Matter does serve the user better if it's this all-encompassing ecosystem that all products feed into, the more that companies step away from the ecosystem, the less it has value in being this all-supportive ecosystem. So again, we will see how things play out, and maybe Matter will come out with some solutions to solve this problem. But for now, we did kind of see this coming. We're seeing companies break off of Matter, which devalues Matter as an ecosystem entirely, and it may not be the smart home savior that it's kind of set out to be. Anyway, that's the Matter news. Kind of unfortunate, but we've seen it happen before, and we did call it earlier. We'll see how it pans out, though. The second piece of big news is about these babies, Apple HomePods, or Apple HomeKit in specific, really. If you guys know me, you know I love Apple HomeKit. It's the ecosystem that runs my whole smart home, and I think it is by far the best smart home ecosystem out there. But it does have one flaw, and that is a lot of people have issues with it not connecting to the internet or having devices dropping off or being non-responsive. I haven't run into these a ton personally, but I know it does happen. Anyway, alongside iOS 16.4, which dropped yesterday, they released a really quiet update for Apple HomeKit where nothing actually changed on the front end, but they redid the entire back-end architecture of how everything connects to each other and how responsive it is. Early days, I've implemented it, a bunch of the communities implemented it. This has night and day changed Apple HomeKit. More responsive, better connectivity, it just works so much better. So if you have issues with Apple HomeKit or you're thinking of getting into it, now's the time, update. I'm super excited to see how this pans out.
Anyway, thank you so much for sticking around for my little news feature, and thank you to all of you for being patient while I took a little bit of time off there. I saw all the comments of you guys being concerned, asking me how I am, blah, blah. I appreciate that all so much. I am back. I can't wait to show you guys a bunch of really cool content. I'm excited to get back into it. Thank you for watching this video, and I love all of you. Goodbye.